Do you ever look in the mirror and feel like the changes are happening too fast? Or feel a slump in energy that you can't explain? Many of us think we're eating healthy, but we might be accidentally consuming age accelerators disguised as good food. Today, we're not just adding, we're swapping. We'll identify one of the biggest culprits that drains your vitality and replace it with 3 powerful foods that build you back up from the inside out. Stay with me to learn this simple swap that can change everything. This journey isn't about chasing an impossible standard of youth. It is about something far more precious, your vitality. It's the energy to play with your grandkids, the mental clarity to learn a new skill, the confidence to walk into a room and feel truly good in your own skin. We are aiming for a life where the quality of your years matches the quantity. The choices we make in our kitchen have a direct, profound impact on that quality. Often, the biggest improvements come not from adding something complicated, but from removing something simple that's holding us back. If you believe that feeling your best should be joyful and based on honest information, consider taking a moment to subscribe and tap the notification bell. We explore practical ways to embrace this chapter of life with health and confidence every single week. So, what is this hidden culprit? What is this thing so many of us eat daily, often thinking it's harmless, that could be subtly working against our goals for vibrant aging? It's not fat. It's not salt. It is the pervasive duo of refined sugar and its close cousin, refined flour. Now, before you think this is just another lecture about avoiding cake, please stay with me. The story is much deeper and more surprising. It's not just about the obvious sweets. It's about the hidden sources and the specific way this duo can impact the very fabric of our bodies, from our skin to our brains. What if the stiffness in your joints and the fog in your mind had a closer connection to your morning toast than you ever imagined? Let's pull back the curtain on a process happening inside our bodies called glycation. It sounds like a complex term, but the concept is alarmingly simple. Imagine sugar molecules as tiny, sticky vandals floating around in your bloodstream. When their numbers swell, they start looking for things to latch onto. Their favorite targets are proteins and fats. 2 of the most important proteins for keeping us looking and feeling youthful are collagen and elastin. Collagen is the scaffolding that holds your skin firm, while elastin is what makes it snap back. When these sticky sugar molecules attach to these delicate protein fibers, they cause them to become stiff, brittle, and weak. This process creates harmful compounds called advanced glycation end products, or AGEs for short. It's a fitting acronym, isn't it? This is what some dermatologists call sugar sag. It's the process where our skin can lose its bounce and resilience from the inside out. But the damage isn't just skin deep. This same stiffening process can happen to the proteins in the flexible walls of our arteries, in the cartilage of our joints, and even in the lenses of our eyes. It's a slow, quiet process that contributes to that feeling of becoming less flexible and more fragile over time. So the question becomes, how do we stop these sticky vandals from running rampant in the first place? The answer lies in managing what invites them in. It's not just about the structure of our bodies, it's about the energy that powers them. Think about the last time you had a sugary snack on an empty stomach. You likely felt a quick rush of energy, a brief high. But what happened an hour or 2 later? For most of us, that rush is followed by a crash. You feel sluggish, irritable, and your brain feels like it's wading through mud. This is the blood sugar roller coaster. When you consume refined sugar or flour, your body gets a massive, rapid dose of glucose. Your pancreas then works overtime, releasing a flood of insulin to escort that sugar out of your blood and into your cells. The system often overcorrects, causing your blood sugar to plummet. This crash is what leaves you exhausted and, ironically, craving more sugar to get another quick boost. It's a vicious cycle that drains your daily energy reserves and can destabilize your mood and focus. What if you could get off this roller coaster for good? So, where is this age accelerator hiding? The obvious culprits are easy to spot: cookies, pastries, candy, and sodas. But the food industry is clever. Sugar is hidden in countless products, often masquerading as healthy. That fruit on the bottom yogurt? It can have as much added sugar as a candy bar. Your favorite jarred pasta sauce? Check the label. You might be shocked. Salad dressings, ketchup, and even many types of bread are loaded with it. Refined white flour, found in white bread, pasta, and crackers, acts almost identical to sugar once it hits your bloodstream. It's stripped of its fiber and nutrients, so it digests incredibly fast, sending your blood sugar on that same ride. One of the most empowering things you can do is become a detective in the grocery store. Look at the nutrition label and find the line for added sugars. This reveals how much sugar was put in during processing, not the natural sugar from milk or fruit. You might be stunned to see where it's lurking. But knowledge is power, and knowing the enemy is the first step to victory. What if the key to more energy wasn't a new supplement, but a simple swap on your pantry shelf? Now, let's talk about the solution. This is not about deprivation. It is not about a joyless diet of steamed vegetables. It's about a delicious, satisfying, and powerful swap. We are going to replace the fast-burning, empty calories of sugar and white flour with foods that provide steady, reliable fuel. The first of these heroes is humble, affordable, and incredibly mighty: the lentil. Before you dismiss it as boring, let's reframe what the lentil truly is. It is a powerhouse of stable energy, a guardian of your blood sugar, and a friend to your heart. Lentils are a cornerstone of many of the world's healthiest, longest-lived populations for a very good reason. They offer what refined carbs take away: complexity and fiber. The magic of lentils lies in how they are digested. They are packed with complex carbohydrates and, crucially, soluble fiber. Think of the difference between lighting a piece of paper on fire versus lighting a dense hardwood log. The paper, that's refined sugar, flares up instantly and is gone in a flash, leaving you cold. The hardwood log, that's the lentil, catches slowly, burns steadily, and provides consistent warmth and energy for hours. That's exactly what the fiber in lentils does for the sugar they contain. It forms a gel-like substance in your digestive tract, dramatically slowing down the absorption of glucose into your bloodstream. There's no spike, and therefore no crash. This means you get a steady stream of energy that can carry you through your afternoon without that familiar slump. Can you imagine getting through your day with consistent energy without needing that sugary pick-me-up? That's the promise of the hardwood log. But the benefits of lentils go far beyond just blood sugar management. They are rich in folate, a crucial B vitamin that plays a role in DNA synthesis and repair. Think of it as part of your body's cellular maintenance crew, helping to keep your cells healthy and functioning correctly as they replicate. They are also an excellent source of plant-based iron. Iron is a key component of hemoglobin, the protein in your red blood cells that carries oxygen from your lungs to the rest of your body, including your brain and muscles. Feeling tired and foggy-headed can sometimes be a sign that your body isn't getting enough oxygen where it needs to go. By providing a good source of iron, lentils can contribute to better energy levels and mental clarity. So this one simple food is helping to stabilize your energy, repair your cells, and oxygenate your body. Not bad for something that costs so little. So how do you bring this powerhouse into your life without it feeling like a chore? It's far easier than you think. You don't need to be a gourmet chef. Let's start with the basics: canned versus dry. Canned lentils are fantastic for convenience. They are already cooked. All you need to do is open the can, pour them into a strainer, and give them a good rinse to wash away excess sodium. They're perfect for tossing into a salad or a quick soup. Dry lentils are more economical, and many believe they have a superior texture. And no, you don't always have to soak them overnight. Red and yellow lentils, in particular, cook up very quickly, often in just 15 to 20 minutes. A simple starting point is to make a big batch of a simple lentil soup on a Sunday. You can sauté some onion, carrots, and celery, add a cup of rinsed brown or green lentils, cover with vegetable broth, and let it simmer until tender. That's it. You now have a hearty, nourishing lunch ready to go for several days. But what is the one spice that can transform this simple soup from bland to brilliant? A bit of smoked paprika or cumin can add a warmth and depth that is truly delicious. The goal is to make one simple lentil-based meal this week. It's a small step that replaces a less healthy choice with one that builds you up. Now for our second powerful swap. We've managed our blood sugar with the steady energy of lentils. Next, we need to address another silent process that can accelerate aging: chronic low-grade inflammation. Think of inflammation as your body's natural response to injury. When you get a cut, the area becomes red and swollen. That's acute inflammation, and it's a good thing. It's your body's army rushing to the scene to heal. The problem arises when this inflammatory response becomes chronic. It's like a quiet, smoldering fire inside your body that never quite goes out. Scientists now believe this persistent, low-level inflammation is a common thread running through many age-related concerns, from achy joints to heart issues and even brain fog. One of the biggest drivers of this internal fire can be the types of fats we eat. Many processed foods, especially those high in sugar, are also made with highly refined vegetable oils like soybean, corn, and sunflower oil. These oils are high in omega-6 fatty acids, which, in excess, can be pro-inflammatory. But what if we could swap these fats for one that actively helps to put out the fire? This brings us to our second hero food: true, high-quality, extra virgin olive oil. This is not just any cooking oil. It is a genuine medicinal food, celebrated for millennia for its health-giving properties. Its power lies in its unique composition. It is incredibly rich in a type of healthy fat called monounsaturated fat, specifically oleic acid, which is associated with reduced markers of inflammation. But the real magic might be in its powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory compounds. One of the most studied is a compound called oleocanthal. Researchers were struck by the fact that it creates a slight peppery or stinging sensation in the back of the throat, similar to the anti-inflammatory drug ibuprofen. They discovered that oleocanthal actually works on similar biochemical pathways as ibuprofen, acting as a natural, gentle anti-inflammatory agent. Imagine, with every drizzle of this golden oil on your salad or vegetables, you are providing your body with a substance that helps to calm that internal smoldering fire. This is a profound shift from consuming fats that may add fuel to the fire to consuming one that brings the fire department. But here is a crucial point. Not all olive oil is created equal. The bottle you grab off the shelf can make all the difference. The powerful compounds like oleocanthal are most abundant in fresh, high-quality, extra virgin olive oil. The term extra virgin means it's unrefined and cold-pressed, so the delicate nutrients haven't been damaged by heat or chemicals. How do you find a good bottle without being an expert? First, look for a dark glass bottle. Light is one of the enemies of olive oil and can degrade its quality. Second, look for a harvest date on the label. Olive oil is a fruit juice. It's best when it's fresh. Try to buy a bottle that was harvested within the last year. Don't worry so much about the color. Deep green doesn't necessarily mean better quality. The most important thing is to choose extra virgin from a reputable source. Is the more expensive bottle really worth it? In this case, when you think of it as both a food and a functional tool for your health, that small extra investment can pay huge dividends in quality and benefits. So, what is the most effective way to use this liquid gold? The key is to protect its delicate compounds from high heat. While you can cook with olive oil at lower temperatures, its greatest benefits are unlocked when you use it raw. This brings us to the single most impactful swap you can make with this food: replacing your store-bought salad dressing. Many commercial dressings are a double whammy. They are often filled with those inflammatory vegetable oils we discussed, and they are also a major hidden source of sugar. Making your own vinaigrette is shockingly simple and takes less than a minute. The classic ratio is 3 parts extra virgin olive oil to 1 part acid, like lemon juice or apple cider vinegar. Pour them into a small jar, add a spoonful of Dijon mustard to help it emulsify, a pinch of salt and pepper, and shake it vigorously. That's it. You've just created a delicious, healthy dressing that is packed with anti-inflammatory goodness and free of hidden sugars. Can a simple salad dressing really make your joints feel better? Over time, by consistently making the swap, you are fundamentally changing the types of fats your body uses, which can contribute to an overall less inflammatory state. The action step is simple. Make your own salad dressing just once this week. You might never go back to the bottled kind again. We have now laid a foundation for steady energy and begun to calm internal inflammation. But there's one piece of the puzzle missing. How do we deal with the cravings for sweetness that are so natural and human? This is often where even the best intentions can fall apart. Denying ourselves all pleasure is not a sustainable path to health. This brings us to our third and final swap, the perfect solution for our sweet tooth. We will swap out refined, empty-calorie sweets for nature's own candy. A handful of vibrant blueberries, raspberries, or strawberries is more than just a sweet treat. It is an antioxidant powerhouse that offers a solution to the very problem sugar creates. Berries provide a beautiful, gentle sweetness that comes packaged with exactly what your body needs to handle it properly. Let's revisit our sticky vandal analogy for sugar. When you eat a cookie, that sugar hits your bloodstream all at once, creating a large gang of troublemakers. When you eat a bowl of berries, something different happens. Berries are full of fiber. This fiber acts like a chaperone, ensuring the natural sugars in the fruit are released slowly and gently into your bloodstream. You get the sweet taste you crave, but without the dramatic spike and crash in blood sugar. This is a game changer. It means you can satisfy your desire for something sweet while keeping your energy levels stable and your body happy. But that's only half the story. What about the damage that may have already been done by years of a higher sugar diet? This is where berries truly shine. They are among the most antioxidant-rich foods on the planet. The deep red, blue, and purple colors of berries come from powerful compounds called anthocyanins. Think of these antioxidants as your body's dedicated cleanup crew. They go around neutralizing unstable molecules called free radicals, which are a natural byproduct of metabolism but can cause damage to our cells over time, a process called oxidative stress. This is the cellular rust that contributes to aging. The ages created by glycation also increase this oxidative stress. So while sugar is creating a mess, the antioxidants in berries are coming in right behind it, helping to protect your cells and clean up the damage. They are the perfect antidote. In a way, eating berries is like sending in reinforcements to protect your collagen, your brain cells, and your DNA from the daily onslaught of environmental and internal stressors. But which berry packs the biggest antioxidant punch? While they are all fantastic, wild blueberries are often cited as one of the most potent sources. A common question is whether to choose fresh or frozen berries. This is wonderful news. Frozen berries are a fantastic option. They are often picked at the absolute peak of ripeness and flash frozen within hours, which locks in their nutrients. In some cases, frozen berries can even have a higher concentration of certain vitamins and antioxidants than fresh ones that have traveled a long distance and sat on a shelf for a week. This makes it easy and affordable to enjoy these superfoods all year round. So how can you use them to satisfy a sugar craving? The simplest way is just to enjoy a bowl of mixed berries on their own. Or swirl them into a serving of plain Greek yogurt for a creamy, satisfying dessert that's also packed with protein. For a truly decadent feeling but incredibly healthy treat, try a simple chia seed pudding. Just mix 2 tablespoons of chia seeds with a half cup of milk, dairy or non-dairy works fine, and a splash of vanilla. Let it sit for a few hours or overnight in the fridge until it becomes thick like a pudding, and then top it with a generous handful of fresh or thawed berries. It feels indulgent, but it's actually working to build your health. The action for this week is to try replacing one of your usual sugary snacks or desserts with a beautiful, satisfying bowl of berries. So let's bring this all together. We started by identifying a common age accelerator that hides in our foods, the combination of refined sugar and white flour. We learned how it can lead to sugar sag through glycation and how it sends our energy on a draining roller coaster. But we didn't stop there. We discovered 3 simple, powerful, and delicious swaps. We swapped the volatile energy of refined carbs for the steady, long-lasting fuel of lentils. We swapped pro-inflammatory fats and sugary dressings for the firefighting power of extra virgin olive oil. And we swapped empty-calorie sweets for the antioxidant-rich, blood sugar-friendly sweetness of berries. Can you see how these 3 swaps work together? They create a foundation for stable energy, a calmer internal environment, and cellular protection, all while being satisfying and delicious. Imagine a day where lunch is a hearty lentil soup drizzled with olive oil, and your afternoon snack is a bowl of vibrant raspberries instead of a biscuit. You are not just eating food, you are actively sending your body signals of nourishment and vitality. Now I can hear some of your thoughts, and let's address them head on. A common one is, "But I love my bread. I can't imagine giving up dessert completely." And you don't have to. This is not about perfection, it's about progression. It's not about declaring all your favorite foods off limits forever. That's a recipe for failure. A more gentle and sustainable approach is to think about the 80-20 rule. If you can make these healthier swaps 80% of the time, then enjoying that special piece of cake at a birthday party is something to be savored, not stressed over. Start with one meal. Maybe you decide that your lunches will be free of refined flour and sugar. That one change can make a huge difference. Another common concern is about digestion. Some people say, "Lentils give me gas." This can be true, especially if your body isn't used to a high-fiber diet. The key is to start small. Don't go from 0 fiber to a giant bowl of lentil chili overnight. Introduce them gradually. Rinsing canned lentils very well or soaking dry ones can help. You might also find that red lentils are smaller and have their skins removed, making them generally easier on the digestive system than larger brown or green lentils. Your body will adapt over time, and the benefits are well worth a little bit of an adjustment period. Finally, there's the question of cost. A good bottle of extra virgin olive oil can be expensive. And yes, it does cost more than a large plastic jug of vegetable oil. But let's reframe the cost. Think about the price of one of those fancy bottled salad dressings, which is mostly cheap oil, sugar, and water. A good bottle of olive oil can make dozens of servings of healthy, delicious vinaigrette. When you consider its powerful health benefits, think of it as an investment in your well-being, one that might cost less per serving than your daily cup of fancy coffee. By focusing on simple, whole foods like dry lentils and frozen berries, you'll likely find that you're saving money by cutting back on more expensive, processed snack foods. It's about shifting your resources toward the things that truly nourish you. The beauty of these swabs is that they are endlessly adaptable. If you have difficulty chewing, a blended lentil soup is wonderfully smooth and easy to eat. Berries can be blended into a delicious smoothie. The olive oil vinaigrette is gentle and requires no effort to consume. If you are on any medications, especially for blood sugar or blood pressure, it's always a wise and important step to have a conversation with your doctor before making any significant changes to your diet, just to ensure it all works together for your best health. The power is in your hands to tailor these ideas to your own life and your own needs. So here is your invitation, your challenge if you choose to accept it. It's not to overhaul your entire kitchen overnight. That's overwhelming. The challenge is to try just one of these swaps this week. Just one. Perhaps it's making that simple lentil soup for a couple of lunches. Or maybe it's whipping up that 2-minute olive oil vinaigrette for your salads. Or it could be as simple as reaching for a handful of blueberries when that afternoon sweet craving hits. Pick the one that feels easiest and most appealing to you right now. True, lasting change is built on a foundation of small, consistent, and positive actions. I would love for you to share in the comments below which one of these simple swaps you are going to try first. Reading about your journey and your discoveries is a source of inspiration for this entire community. Your experience matters, and it helps all of us learn and grow together. Liking this video helps others find it, and subscribing ensures you won't miss out on more practical ways to feel your best. Remember that this journey is about adding joy, not subtracting it. It's about discovering how delicious and satisfying it can be to nourish your body from the inside out. It's about the empowerment that comes from understanding how your choices directly impact how you feel every single day. Because feeling youthful isn't about chasing the past. It's about nourishing the vibrant, beautiful present. Take wonderful care of yourself.